Thank you, Mrs. Bruno. At this time, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2012, Ms. Brittany Stefano.
Mr. Broderick, Administration, Superintendent Scallion, Mayor Knappich, family, friends, and most importantly, Westfield High School Class of 2012, we're finally here. Over Memorial Day weekend, after my Saturday night shift at Tucker's in Southwick, I decided to take a drive around Westfield. I guess I was feeling sort of nostalgic, realizing that we only had 4 school days left in our senior year. So I got in the car, started the engine, and turned up kicks 100.9. As I drove down College Highway and saw the entering Westfield sign, I couldn't help but smile. How many times have we complained about how boring it is here, how there's nothing to do? Think back to how many times we've said, tweeted, or made a Facebook status such as, "I can't wait to get out of this place." 3 more months in Westfield is the first thing that popped into my mind. I drove all around Westfield that night, and by the end of my journey, 3 more months had a different feeling to me. You see, all 337 of us, we are Westfield. We have made an impact on the city in ways that no one else can. I know that no one really loved our choice for class song, Tattoos on This Town, but if you really listen to the lyrics, which I'll be using periodically throughout this speech, you may come to realize what I finally did after all of this time. Take a ride, look around, and there ain't no doubt. I passed Gigi's on my right. I'm almost positive that 1/3 of the high school has been employed there at one point or another. When I order pizza, I'm shocked if it's not Xavier at my door with the delivery. Restaurants and businesses like Gigi's, Big Y, Stop and Shop, they gave most of us our first jobs and first real-world experiences. Next, I passed Zuber's, and I thought about all of the car washes that have been held there. And who hasn't gotten a sandwich there once or twice and seen the Westfield High memorabilia on the inside? Which reminds me, Applebee's was just renovated. Go in and take a look around, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of familiar faces, both on the walls and eating dinner. Oh, and I passed a Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm not gonna lie, I stopped to get an iced coffee. Their motto should be, Westfield High runs on Dunkin'. It sure left its mark on us. We sure left our mark on it. I drove towards Stanley Park, the pride and joy of Westfield. When we had that streak of 80-degree weather in February, who didn't want to spend the day at Stanley Park? And the 4th of July fireworks is pretty much a Westfield High reunion every summer. Many of us have grown up there, playing youth soccer or lacrosse, walking around with family on a summer day, or feeding the ducks pieces of bread down by the pond. So many memories that are stored in the back of our minds. There ain't a corner of this hollow ground that we ain't laughed or cried on. I passed elementary schools and middle schools, buildings we spent so many of our days doing arts and crafts, learning to read and write, eating lunch in cafeterias, admiring older students, wishing that we could grow up and be just like them. I wish I could spend just one more day playing hopscotch at recess and sitting crisscross applesauce during story time. Truly carefree days filled with laughter and happiness. I thought about the teachers that provided us with the tools we needed to progress and grow into the people sitting in those seats. It's where we laughed, lived, and learned real-life stuff. I passed Amelia Park and Bullens Field. How many hockey, football, and baseball games were played there? How many fans came out on a freezing cold Friday night to see the Bombers play football? How many of you band members were proud to be a Bomber during those football games, just like I was to be a cheerleader? How many of us have been part of the bomb squad to support the basketball team in the winter? Who was there to support WHS baseball and lacrosse every spring as they fought for the Western Mass title? Bomber pride lives in all of us, and we made those arenas and stadiums come alive. It's everything we're made of. After waiting at the bottom of Notre Dame for the light to turn green, just like I've done every school morning for the past 4 years, I ended up at the high school. And regardless of how many times I've said, I can't wait for these 4 years to be over, I realized that Westfield is us, and more importantly, we are Westfield. We are Gigi's, Zuber's, and Applebee's. We are Stanley Park. We are Westfield and St. Mary's Elementary Schools and North and South Middle Schools. We are Bullens Field and Amelia Park Ice Arena. We are every street and road and bridge that connects this great city. And most importantly, we are Westfield High School, where we spent 720 school days over the past 4 years. We know the hallways and classrooms like the back of our hands. Our teachers and faculty turned out to be our mentors, coaches, and friends, encouraging us to express ourselves through schoolwork, music, art, clubs, sports, anything we wanted. We brought life to WHS from 7:23 in the morning to 1:56 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. This place has made us who we are, whether we realize it or not. Everywhere, it's where we are. It gets me right in my heart. So as you're packing the car to journey onto the next phase in your life, remember to say goodbye to this place. And more importantly, remember to thank the people in your life who have helped you to pack that car and pick your destination. As you wave goodbye to your parents, family, friends, teachers, and coaches, write a mental note to send letters and make phone calls to the place you call home. And the next time you happen to be driving through the city of ours, I hope you're reminded of how it's impacted you and how you've impacted it over the past 4, maybe even the past 18 years. There will always be a piece of me that remains here in Westfield, and a piece of Westfield will live in me no matter where I end up, and I hope you can say the same. Our class song could not say it better. We've laid a lot of memories down, and will always be hanging round, like tattoos on this town. Minutes from now, when you receive your diploma, I want you to view it as your ticket to go out and tattoo the world. But no matter what happens, never ever cover up the mark that Westfield originally tattooed on you. I wish you luck in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations, Westfield High School, class of 2012.